Look how black he is. Isn't he beautiful?
A big crappie.
Big crappie.
A big crappie.
Did he hit right there by the boat?
He hit right by this tree.
I mean, right by the
I
boat.
don't want to pull him hard. I want to kind of think I could get him in.
Right by the boat.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll lift him in. You'll
Woo.
either lift him
Look
in
at
or
that,
he'll
look at-
fall
oh.
off.
Look at the guy. He's the biggest crappie I think I've
Grab
ever
your
caught.
line. Don't use that
It's
little thin
gigantic.
rod tip. You're gonna break my rod.
That's a 2-pounder.
Yeah, it's a 2-pounder.
Huh?
Heck yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
gigantic
2-pounder.
crappie. I took this little jig and just dropped it right by the tree. I just like
Look at the size of that dude. Look at that crappie.
Oh my God.
That's what we came to
Big
catch
time.
right there.
GoPro,
And we
start
haven't caught
recording.
them, but they've got a little active. You know, the cold front might just have the crappie pretty much shut down.
GoPro, start recording.
And we got here right here late in the evening, and some of them are getting a little bit more active, perhaps. I don't know.
That thing is something else. That was just by that same little tree that we were just kind of piddling around with. That is a huge crappie.
That's 2 crappie in
One
one
of the
spot.
biggest I've
First
ever
day we've
caught.
done it. Isn't that beautiful?
Gigantic.
What a pretty fish.
That's gigantic.
What
crappie.
a pretty fish.
I'll let him go, son. That's what it's all about. And what I did, it was kind of cool. I just kind of flipped it. I was looking at that big tree back there, and I could do it on this tree. I just flipped it like this, just like I was flipping a jig for a bass.
Yeah.
And just let it down about 6 or 8 feet, and the line just stopped.
Do you feel a
that was
good
him.
tick on that? Do you feel the tick?
No, I didn't really feel the tick. The line just stopped.
Here's one. Here's one. That's another crappie, I believe. I think so, because I felt him bite. I don't know. We'll find out. It's another big crappie. Look at that big crappie. Another big one.
Crappie, all right.
Another big
Look at
crappie.
that, look at that size. Look at that thing. Looks like a flounder. I think it's a flounder.
A flounder.
Look at the size
I
of that
lost
thing.
her, but I floundered. Oh, he is hooked in the top of
Gigantic. That's over 2 pounds. That is one
Look
big
at that.
crappie, son.
Look at that rolling.
That's
Look
a
at
big
that. Look
Ah,
how black he is.
gigantic.
Isn't he beautiful? That's a big
that's
male,
over 2
big
pounds.
giant male. Golly.
It's over 2 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a big crappie.
It is a crappie.
It's a big giant crappie. Look at this.
Well,
thing.
there were several of them
We
out
saw
there.
that on the scope, and that was really kind of cool
Yeah, there were.
because we actually saw that on the scope
Yeah.
and
Well, I saw
the
several
fish
out there
coming
rolling.
towards the bait, and it, sure enough, is a nice big crappie.
That-
Not as big as
Not as big as what
not
we
as big
caught,
as the
but,
other ones.
but there was 4 or
Decent
5 of
one.
them.
Not as big as what we have caught. At least we saw it on the live scope, and it came right to the jig. That was cool. That was very cool.
That's the first little school of crappie that we've seen.
There's a school there. See how to get right up there now.
I don't know where they are now.
Okay. Ooh, what happened?
What was that?
I don't know.
Is that on your bait?
No, that was something different.
Something struck something on top of the water. Bass. He swallowed that sucker too. I'm talking swallowed it. Come here, baby. Oh no, he's hooked right. Oh. Look at that fish. Look how broad he is. That fish is short and fat, but look at that belly. You think that baby's not going to have some youngins? The hook just fell out of it. Look at the belly on that fish. My gosh. Go have me some babies, baby. Have some babies. You ever have one of those days where you just can't get a bite? You throw the whole tackle box at them and you don't catch any fish. You throw spinner baits, crankbaits, worms, jigs, swim baits, umbrella rigs, Alabama rigs, Texas rigs, Oklahoma rigs, everything in the world, and you just can't catch any fish. Well, I have them just like everybody else. It doesn't matter who you are, you have days like that. May I suggest a little secret there that a lot of us use when it gets really, really tough. We all know that finesse baits is what most of the guys go to, little small baits, but this is one of the best finesse baits in the world, and it's simply a crappie jig. That's right, a crappie jig, that's all it is. This is a little ball head, Crappie Magic by Lucky Strike, a little ball head jig. It's got a good keeper on it, so it holds that plastic back there. It's got a small hook, it's got a really small hook. Don't let the small hook fool you. You can catch 4 and 5 and 6 pound bass on this. And sometimes you do, sometimes you do. Now my favorite trailer for this is what's called a Lucky Minnow. Lucky Strike, the world's luckiest tackle. This is a Lucky Minnow right here. And now what a lucky minnow, the secret of a lucky minnow is that little tiny, tiny twister type tail. The company that developed that was Mr. Twister, and you can see right here, you want to fish this where the tail down. That little tail on that just goes, you pull it through the water and it's unbelievable, unbelievable when you see it in the water. And you can turn it around, fish it up like that, but the proper way to fish it is with the tail down. And let me tell you, these little swimming minnows on a little ball head crappie magic will salvage some of the days. You go out there and you fish 2 or 3, 4 hours, you've gone through just about every kind of bass bait that you want, get you a little crappie jig, get you a little swimming minnow on there. Various colors, lots of different colors, solid white's good, motor oil's good, all kinds, bubblegum color, all different kinds of colors. But I'm telling you, you'll salvage some days and turn them into a day to remember.
I don't know.
There's one.
You know what?
Well, I felt that one hit it too. Maybe the bass are just hitting harder late in the evening.
That's a
Oh,
crappie.
it's a big crappie.
That's a big, giant crappie. Hey, folks.
We gotta
look at this.
I
This is
felt
a big
that one
deal.
hit.
GoPro, start recording. This
I
is a
felt
giant
that
crappie.
one hit.
Huh?
I felt that
Look
one
at
hit.
that guy. Look at that. That's a crappie now. Huh? Is that ever a crappie?
Woo!
Woo,
This is what
son.
Roland and I come after. Look at that.
That
That's
is a
why.
big
That's why
one,
you can
son.
feel him hit. Look how deep that fish has got
Huh.
that. Big old black crappie. Big old male.
Hey, can I come up there and do a close with you? Because I want to talk about that. That is a fantastic fish.
Well,
tell
I'm
you
going to
what,
catch
folks.
another one while you're walking around the boat
Yeah,
making a close.
that's- You know, we've
Look at
caught
that
a
big
couple
fish.
of
Look at that
giants,
big fish.
and we've caught mainly bass, but look at the size of that thing. That's fantastic. I want to thank you, Jimmy, for a great day where we had caught a lot of bass earlier this morning. And,
And not many crappie.
Not many crappie, but giant crappie. I tell you what, folks, it's a lot of fun with these little spinner rods.
Can I
It's really,
tell
really
you,
good deal.
the 4 I caught the other day were all bigger than that.
Oh, my
Can I
gosh.
tell you?
I was on the phone talking to him when he was catching these
That's right, he
2-pounders.
was.
Anyway, folks,
That's a big
hey,
old
if you
crappie
want to
right
see
there.
some really great fishing, come on down to southern Oklahoma, try some of these watershed lakes. Hey, Jimmy, hey, thanks for showing me a thing or two about these crappie.
I didn't
Great
teach
bass
you anything
fishing
about
too.
crappie, that's for sure. But we caught a lot of bass. Caught a lot
Hey,
of
folks,
bass.
we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.